You want to know what Pattaya, Thailand looks like at about 7:30 in the morning on a Monday morning? I'm making about 7:40. Got a little bit of a late start today. So if you want to see what Pattaya, Thailand looks like on a Monday morning, well, you came to the right place. If you're looking for walking street at about midnight with all the ladies, you're in the wrong place. You probably need to choose another show. I'm an early morning riser these days. So folks, anyhow, welcome to my show, a motorbike tour of Pattaya, Thailand in the morning. Everyday life. Believe it or not, there's more to Pattaya than just the bars. There's folks that actually live here and live normal lives. If you ever want to see what everyday life looks like here in Pattaya, just stay with me. On board my motorbike here, which I affectionately call the Bad Dream. Alright, passing the temple over on the right, but I think I might be shooting with a little bit of left offset. So I'm not sure if you can see the temple. But over to the left, you'll see the monks out with their morning routine. Kids going to school, got the crossing guards. And then we'll come up here to the red ball. We're on Pattaya Thai, and we'll be set up for a right-hand turn onto Pattaya 2nd Road, Sai Song. And straight ahead, one block up, is Walking Street. All right, I'm just checking the camera here. Looks like we're good to go. Everything is operating in the green. Again, put y'all in my pocket with a little bit of a left offset. Have to bend this mirror down or it'll focus on the mirror. So not much going on, just everybody going to work. Maybe a few stragglers trying to straggle home from a hard Sunday night of drinking. I don't know. It is cool. Let me give you a weather report. It is the most beautiful weather in the world right here in Pattaya, Thailand right now. You know, just few clouds in the sky, cool breeze. It is so cool. You know, I got my vest on and a long sleeve shirt, but earlier this morning I could have used some long pants. I'm wearing shorts, but if you're going to ride a motorbike around at night, you know, you need long pants and a light jacket. It's like San Diego weather. Late night, early morning San Diego weather. My goodness. You cannot beat the weather here in Pattaya from, you know, mid-November, next 3 months or so. My gosh. So anyhow, I'm excited about the weather. Just absolutely gorgeous. Excited about getting me some food. 3, 2, 1. And we got the fresh green. Right hand turn. Turn right, bearing 090. Got the Vite bus drivers over here starting their day. Some gentlemen out for early morning exercise. When you search for Pattaya, Thailand, man, I sound like a broken record, but just go search for Pattaya. What comes up? Nothing but the girls. All them thumbnails of the beautiful ladies. That's just not what I'm here to offer you. I'd love to just type in Pattaya, Thailand, and nothing come up but like seafood, like pictures of food. But usually the top thumbnails that come up, no matter how many times I click not interested, comes up with the big booties, little TNA, the nightlife, the go-go bars. And initially, many years ago, that's what attracted me to this place. Times change. Not into that scene anymore unless people come into town. Hell, it'd been a year and a half, almost over a year and a half since I went to Walking Street in Angeles City, and that was with a friend of mine came into town. That's the only reason I went over there. And the only time I drive through Walking Street here is just on my early morning motorbike tours, which I will take you through Walking Street here in a few minutes. The only time I go. I'm telling you, I wish y'all could experience this weather. Oh my goodness. Now look, during the day it'll be nice and sunny and warm where you can lay on the beach and work on your tan, and it won't be so balls hot that you just can't stand it. Anyhow, did I mention that the weather here is absolutely gorgeous right now? Okay, Pattaya Night Bazaar up on the right side of your aircraft. Haven't got their day started yet. And then here off to the port side, which would be your left side of the aircraft, Central Festival, or Central Pattaya. Hasn't got their day started yet. Why? Because I'm early. I just told y'all this is an early morning motorbike tour of Pattaya. If you're just joining me at this point in the show, if you're looking for the nightlife, okay, it's 15 minutes till 8. Use some deductive reasoning skills. This is boring. Where's all the girls at? Never fails. Off to the right's an Isuzu dealership right there. And all these bars and all these things closed down. They always pop up as something else. That's the trend here. Been the trend for several years. Okay, you got the green arrow, the green ball here. Pattaya Klang. Shout out to the police officer over here to the left, keeping everybody safe. Proceeding through the intersection, still continuing on Pattaya Second Road. 7-Eleven off to the right with plenty of vehicular parking. Man, that's what you see here. Smart thing that the 7-Eleven started doing years ago was all these new 7-Elevens that pop up, they have parking lots. But you know, that little 7-Eleven right there, it's got like 2 parking spots. But all the new ones, they're setting them back off the road and putting up plenty of parking in there. Really a breath of fresh air, especially if you've been roaming around the Philippines and try to pull into a 7-Eleven. There ain't nowhere to park. Okay. Some Indian restaurants off to the left, which is not really news at all. So many Indian restaurants here. Should I go down Soi 6? Yeah, should I? Okay, you talk me into it. Corner bar on the left, looks like they're open for business. Couple beautiful ladies sneaking in there. I like to come through here when the bars are closed, so nobody yaks me about my camera or me talking to my camera. and I can just slow roll it and see what's going on. And this is a beautiful time, and I hope the camera's still going, because the sunshine is shining on all the signs. Now, Queen Victoria Inn off to the left. I don't see what their special is for today. Beautiful lady. So everybody's just cleaning up from the night before. Sweeping up the streets, cleaning up the trash, resetting the day. Not much happening. What time is it? It's 10 minutes till 8 in the morning. There you go. There's your grand tour of Soi 6, and just like that, we're at the beach. Okay, now some of y'all, you want to see Soi 6-1. If you come here at night, Amazon Cafe. Now I'll be shooting into the sun, so you're not going to get that clear of a shot now. This is 6-1, which is the backside. One of the backsides of Soi 6. And if you come here in the nighttime hours, a lot of times there are lady boys hanging out here. If that's your game, then this is probably where you want to walk up and down the street at night. If that's not your game, I highly recommend you just walk down Soi 6. Okay, don't get the two confused. Alright, there's a big difference. There you go. You've been forewarned. But not much happening on Soi 6 TAC 1 or 6-1 on a Monday morning. Why would there be? Alright, got the grab driver coming in there. Okay, just like that. Man, I gave you the grand tour. Now, but wait, there's more. Let's pull through Runway. This is Runway Night Market or Runway Market. I'm not even sure the exact nomenclature. Whoa, folks, breaking news. Breaking news. This place started out with nothing but a empty lot. It was an empty lot. And then what did they do? They pulled in a 747. If you can see it right there. There's a 747. And they started building up stuff behind this thing, or around it, what have you. And now they have a full-size Ferris wheel here in Pattaya. Oh my goodness, this is news to me. It wasn't here when I left here in August. Pretty cool. Okay, so I'll come over here off to the left. That's the back side of Soi 6, the other side. Now it's okay to walk down this aisle at night because you're just over here at the runway. But let me just pan up. Look at that beautiful, modern, safe looking Ferris wheel. Now look, I'll ride that. I will definitely ride that. The one over in the PI Mall of Asia, I haven't rode that, but I'm confident in this piece of equipment right here. No problem. Let's get a closer look. I'm not sure how much this guy is or if it's operational. Why? Why I don't know. I just told y'all I ain't been here since August. So there you go. It's called the View Pattaya, and I don't think that it's open. I don't know. I don't want to say that, folks. It looks like everything's still, they're still putting the finishing touches on it. But there you go. You want a great view, awesome ride, come over here to Runway Night Market or Market, whatever it is. It's right next to Soi 6. It's pretty easy to find. Awesome. That is too cool. I'm definitely going to ride that and take y'all for the tour. Once the vehicle goes by, I'm going to proceed. You know what? Now, I'll tell you what. I'm going to turn around and continue down Second Road. I'll give you the full tour. Why not? It's a beautiful morning. Because it's a beautiful morning. If you build it, they will come. That's what happens. Pull a 747 into an empty lot, pretty much anywhere, and people will start to congregate around the thing. And there's great food here. I always hate saying there's great food because this is Thailand. Everywhere you go, there's great food. Thailand is the world's kitchen. You don't have to go anywhere special to get great food here. All you got to do is walk out to your Soi. Whether you're in Pattaya, Bangkok, or way out in the province, all you got to do is walk out to the nearest Soi, and you got the best food in the world at excellent prices. But a lot of great stuff there at Runway, and now pretty soon you're going to be able to ride that Ferris wheel. Okay, back on Pattaya Second Road, headed toward Pattaya Nua. The Dolphin Roundabout will be coming up on here shortly. A couple of EV charging stations off to the right there. Okay, Honey 2 Body Massage. Over to the right is Central Marina Outlet. Over to the left here, Sabaidi Body to Body. I ain't gonna lie, I've been up in them places before. I cannot tell a lie. I like big butts and I cannot lie. A lot of those things like that, you know, you try it once when you come here, first trip or two, what have you. Try it a few times and, you know, it gets old like anything else. Okay, coming up on Terminal 21, one of the malls here in Pattaya. Themed like an airport. Got a bunch of aircraft around it. They also have food at night out in the parking lot. Okay, off to the left is a Tiffany's show and shooting range. And look at this big Christmas tree. Off to the right, Terminal 21. Got a huge tree. Man, oh man, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous tree. Okay, and with that, we're coming up to Pattaya Nua. And this is the Dolphin Roundabout. Why do they call it that? Because it's got a dolphin fountain in the middle of it. And the Dolphin Roundabout, or Loma Roundabout. Then we'll be bearing left. Let this gentleman go ahead. Go ahead, sir. All right, now we're set up for final here. Straight towards the beach. Straight towards the beach. And look at that beautiful, clear view all the way over there to the island. Man, it is a beautiful, clear day. Whenever I see these air quality reports about Thailand, I just laugh. They're just bullshit. Look how clear that is all the way over there to the island. Beautiful. beautiful. People sitting here taking pictures. Beautiful, beautiful. Got people exercising out on the beach. People taking photos. I saw a couple of ultralights in the air this morning, but I guess we're too early. Nope, there's one parachute in the air way over there. The parasailing. You know, you usually see 20 parasails in the air at any given moment. A lot of them are the Chinese tourists, go out there by the busload. But we do have one parachute in the air. You show me a place on earth that has more to offer than this city at these prices, you let me know. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. But you're not gonna find anything better in Pattaya, Thailand. Pattaya is still a little bit marred by its reputation of being nothing but you know, bars and nightlife, whatever. That's just a portion of what this place has to offer, and it gets slimmer and slimmer every year. The partying's still here, don't get me wrong, but it's not like it used to be. Shout out to our garbage men. They got the best uniform, the best looking garbage trucks. They look like Super Mario Brothers, right? Okay, off to the left is Soi 6. That's where I just took you. And then there's 6 TAC 1 by the Amazon. Don't go up through there at night unless you're looking for ladyboys. And I'm not judging you. If that's what you're looking for, I just told you where to go if you've never been here. If you're not into ladyboys, I just told you where not to walk up and down. My gosh, what I can do here. There's little blue trucks. If you've never been to Thailand, call them bot buses. What's going on over here on the beach? There is always an event going on here in Pattaya. I'm not sure what's going on. Look at them beautiful flags out there. You never know what's going on here. You don't know if there's an event. You don't know if they're filming a movie. I got to go sit down and see what's going on this weekend. I think they just had a tattoo festival. I mean, look at this beautiful spot. Police rolling through. Okay, I'll roll over here in the right hand lane. Over to the left is a police station, and they are in the process of raising the flag. Okay, so I could pull over. I've already passed it up. By the time I get pulled over, it will probably be concluded. It's 8 o'clock. Folks, you know, like you know, whatever country you're from, America, I start playing the Star Spangled Banner. You know, I stand up, show my respect. I do the same thing here. But I was on this motorbike and I wasn't paying attention to the time. And again, by the time I got pulled over, it would have been a moot point. But if you hear the national anthem playing, even as a tourist, stand up, show respect for the country. It's a beautiful place. Tahitian Queen off to the left side of the aircraft. Supposedly the oldest bar in Pattaya, or the oldest go-go, one of the two. Had family and friends come to town back in August, so I'll admit to you, I went up in Tahitian Queen. Great time, beautiful ladies. Like if I had to describe the ladies that were in there that day, like beautiful, like 30s, you know, 30s, that age bracket, you know, not the chicks in their 20s. And once you get tired of partying with those girls in their 20s, you really appreciate the older models, These days, I don't care about them 20-year-olds, 22, 20. Folks, I hunt cougars. I like 40 and up. Why? Because they're closer to my way of thinking. There's just too much of a generational gap with the younger chicks these days and their cell phones. Okay? I'd rather party with a pair of 5s that are 40 and up than a pair of 10s in their 20s. Pattaya Beer Garden off to the right. Great food, my favorite restaurant. And check out this new Walking Street sign. It's not lit up. They were just putting the finishing touches on that sign when I left. They were just about to open it, so I missed the grand opening. So I don't know exactly what the sign does. If the whole thing is a sign, I'm not real sure. But I'm going to find out. Okay, lovely lady. I think we call that, or they call that athleisure wear in America. Like if I go to America, I mean it's the same thing here, but in America I got on a flight, like every chick is wearing that, the spandex athleisure wear. And now Phratumnak, my old lady in the PI, is pretty much wearing the same shit everywhere she goes. You know, my generation, we call them tights. They belong in the gym. Yeah, a couple beautiful ladies off to the left. And folks, the other thing too, I don't like skinny girls. I like thick women. I like them thick. I like them real thick and juicy. When I say I like big butts, I'm not lying. I ain't got no time for them skinny girls no more. Give me a thick woman. Big legs, big thick ass. I don't care about the titties. I'm not too worried about that. But everywhere else, I need some thickness going on. I want a girl that can pick up a 5-gallon water jug like it was nothing, or I don't gotta hurt my back. Yeah, got some music going on. McDonald's off to the left. And I guess I passed the Taco Bell. There's a Taco Bell somewhere off to the right. Maybe I already passed it. And I'll just ease on up through here. I'm not in a big hurry. But with a motorbike, you know, it's acceptable and standard practice to snake through the vehicles, because the vehicles can't go nowhere, but I can. And shout out to the garbage men. These dudes are awesome. Well dressed, brand new garbage trucks. Keeping the streets of Pattaya clean. Folks, for as many people who come here, as many tourists and people who live here, Pattaya is clean. Streets here are clean. Now, even Angeles City stepped up their game compared to a few years ago. But Pattaya, there's trash cans everywhere. Trash trucks running all the time, everywhere. That beautiful Pattaya sign, there's a biplane. I don't know if you saw that biplane. Off to the right is Bali High Pier. Okay, I'll just pull over here and shoot right there. Maybe I'll just get out and take you on a walking tour. But there's Bali High Pier. And Bali High Pier is where you go get on a boat, go over to Koh Larn, as the foreigners say, Got Line. Okay, because Pattaya Beach is nice to hang out, whatever. But if you want some really nice water to go swimming and snorkeling, and you know, something really nice, it's about $1. What is it, 35 baht? Like $1 gets you over there to the island. You can take a day trip. And I recommend Jomtien Beach, sort of on the backside, I guess I'd say. Now I'm gonna flip a U-turn here. Okay, everything clear. I'm going in front of the tractor. So I'm gonna take you for a ride over here through the marina. See that pirate ship out there? It's a restaurant. If it's the same pirate ship, and I'm not sure, but it could be the same one that actually sank and they refloated it. Now it's back in action. Okay, so over there you can see there's the pier. Want to get over to the island? Right over there. Just walk down the pier, get on a boat. Beautiful Pattaya sign up there. And then over here to the left is this condo project. I won't even talk about that. This is the poster child for the risks of buying condos off plan anywhere in the world, not just here. Okay, so you got a tour bus coming up, and everybody over there is selling hats. Okay, and let me tell you, if you're going over there to the island, you need a hat. You need a damn hat, trust me. So if you didn't bring a hat to go over to the island, you probably want to buy one from them folks. I'm not making no money by telling you that. I'm just trying to help you out. Are you going to come back burnt? And you can sit there and watch. Just go sit over there on the pier when people come back from the day, and these white-skinned Russians, they got this pasty white skin. They come back looking like strawberries. I mean, they are just burnt. So I'm sort of shooting off to the starboard side of the aircraft. That's a good thing about this camera. If you're wondering what I'm shooting on, it's the Osmo Pocket 3, and it just rides in my pocket. That way I can take it out, point it different directions, just goes right back in my pocket. There's a beautiful look at Pattaya, and then I'll stop right here and show you the action. These gentlemen, bringing the boats in and out of the water. These tractors here. It's a Ford New Holland 6600. And I got all day long, man. I got plenty of patience. I got all day. Back in the day, most of them, they pull these boats in and out every day. But then when they took over the marina and made it a park and that condo project, now a lot of the boats stay out there at night. Got the rescue folks here, and then there's been some renovation. I'll just show you the boats. So there's some of the rescue boats there ready to deploy, and that's a big difference between Pattaya, well, Thailand in general, versus other places in Southeast Asia. Okay. All right, so looks like they've ripped up some of the old pilings, ripped up some of the old pier, cleaned stuff up. But what was I gonna say? A big difference between Thailand and Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam's coming up too. Everything's coming up, but folks, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Okay, Thailand is not a developing nation. It's developed. And that's what people get wrong about Thailand. When you compare it to Cambodia, Laos, the Philippines, okay, those are developing nations. Thailand is developed. And one of the big things is like emergency response. So, you have a boat go down out there, you've got mechanisms in place. There's help coming. You go down on this motorbike, there's an ambulance coming. And these other places, it's the wild, wild west. You're on your own. So, anyhow, I just thought I would throw that out there. People like coming over here, taking pictures with the lighthouse. And if you've watched one of my previous videos, I got out because I didn't know where those stairs went right there, those particular stairs. But you got all kind of walking trails and stuff through here. And there's the beautiful lighthouse. People love taking photos. Beautiful lighting on it right now. I'll get back to the tour. Okay, pretty cool. This little spot over here has reopened. I used to go there with my old lady back in the day, and then it closed down for a long time. It's called Lighthouse Bay. you know, right here on the water, looking out towards Koh Larn over there. Got a few soy dogs, and just like that, I'm gonna put you back in my pocket. Pull some power on the bad dream. Power, power, power. I'll drop her down in a second. Pattaya City Park open 05 to 10. Now look, there are a lot of people here exercising. I'll always put these public service announcements out. There's people here running and exercising and stuff. So if you come through here with a motorbike, pay attention. Pay attention to these dogs too. For the most part, the soy dogs don't mess with you, but every now and then, one will come try to take a bite out of my calf. So I don't let my guard down. I mean, it's not like that I'm scared of them, but you got to keep your guard up. Every now and then, one will just feel froggy and want to come take a bite out of your calf, and then that means you got to go get the rabies shots. Ruin your vacation. All right, now more lazy soy dogs here, just chilling. Okay, enjoying the sunshine. I'll just weave through them here, and I'm going to take you for a quick walk down to the Pattaya sign. You've taken us on this tour many times before. Well, that's true. Not everybody watches all my videos. Okay, now what I'll do, if you're wondering how I'm filming, okay, I'll try to help you out. I have a DJI Mic Mini just mounted inside this helmet. If you can see it right there, just get the light on it. Right there. Right there is a DJI Mic Mini just clipped in there. And I have the setting turned all the way down. So you'll go into your camera. There you go. There's my iron horse, affectionately known as the Bad Dream. It's a Honda Super Cub 110. Beautiful piece of machinery right there. So anyhow, that's how I've been talking to you on that microphone right there in front of my mouth. I talk quiet. I set it down to the lowest setting. But I also mount the other microphone right here. And I'm running them stereo. So when you go to post, you can turn one off. You can turn both of them on. You can turn the other one on. However you want to do it. So therefore, when I walk away from my motorbike, I can just cut that camera off and eventually it'll drop off. I'll just keep walking and talking. Gentleman was coming up the stairs. I'm actually on the wrong side. I was in his way. Sorry about that, my friend. Talking to my camera, I wasn't really paying attention. How can you not love this view? I'm gonna come over here and mess up somebody's picture. I'm gonna hold up for a second. Look at that view. Absolutely gorgeous. Everybody's up here taking selfies, making videos. I'm no different. Young lady there doing some type of live stream or TikTok. Shout out to you. And I'll try to get out of these folks' way. I'm in their background of their photos. What can I do? There you go. Here's the Pattaya sign. Welcome to Pattaya. That old soy dog over there in the bushes. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now look, I'm shooting on a DJI Osmo Pocket, so I can't zoom in. This is the best it gets. I can try to zoom in and post. It'll get a little bit grainy, but I'll just give you a sampling of the view. All right, right up through there is Walking Street, around to the beer garden where we came in. Right here is where I told y'all to buy some hats. There you walk out on the pier, out to the boats, and they will take you over to the island. You definitely want to come up here, especially if you're bringing your chick here. She wants to take some pictures next to the Pattaya sign. They just redone it, I don't know, what, 6 months ago, a year ago? Folks, I lose track. I'm 52 years old, drink a lot of beer. My memory don't work like it used to, but it's fairly new, right? It's just a beautiful little area to take some photos. Obviously, this is what you see lit up at night here in Pattaya. And you got two ways to get down through here. And then it's got the city, Pattaya City sign up there. This area over here is perfect for exercising. It just really is. All these walking trails and stairs, and just there's a free workout area, like an outdoor gym type deal with some machines. And then they got a coffee shop. Just walking up and down these stairs, getting the old ticker, racing a little bit. Okay, just like that, we're back over here at the Dream. Old dog just enjoying that sunshine. Right here to the left is a heart. You can take pictures with the bay in the background. And then right up here is a coffee shop. And then there's a little outdoor gym over there that's free. You come through here on a motorbike, watch out for the folks who are jogging, because what do we do when we jog? We put our earphones in, what have you, our headphones. We're not paying attention to the traffic. Beautiful through here. It's like I'm taking you on a nature preserve. I'm right here in the city. I guess you got Central Park in New York. I don't think I'd walk through Central Park without a gun. Here, no need. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take a right turn, come up the hill. Look at there. Perfect timing, no traffic. Now the workout area to the left, folks out there doing Muay Thai. Okay, and to the right, you can go up that hill, or to the left, you can go up the hill to the Big Buddha. And there's Fisherman Village over there. Maybe I'll just do a specific walking tour if that place is open. There's a place over there called Fisherman Village. It's been under construction. Maybe it's open, I don't know. But I'm a man on a mission, so we're gonna come down here to Phratumnak Soi 5. That's a good soi to come to. Check out the Hard 8 Saloon, Mexican restaurant, a little morning spot that I went and ate at. Okay, this van trying to get around me, but man, I'm gonna take a right-hand turn up here. Okay, so right behind this white vehicle here, right here at the 7-Eleven. This is Phratumnak Soi 5, Soi High. And we're going to take a right turn, use this guy as a blocker. There you go. And to the right's a Muay Thai gym. What's it called? Battle Conquer Gym. You know, I'm not a big gym person. I'm a Muay Thai person to go to specifically Muay Thai. But like any other aspects of a gym, that's not for me. Check out my video from back in the day. It's excellent Muay Thai workout, my routine I used to go on every day. I was a champion back then. But like weightlifting or walking on treadmills don't make sense to me in a place like this, with this weather, with this view, the beach. Why would you want to get there and go pay to walk on a treadmill when you can come here and walk on the beach? That don't make sense to me, but to each his own. Beautiful 7-Eleven. Look at that beautiful parking lot. Y'all may think that's pretty simple, but you know, parking over here in a lot of places in Southeast Asia is a premium. It's like one big New York City. Okay, you got a car. Where the hell are you going to park it? Welcome to La Creamery. Off to the right, Artisan Bakery and Ice Cream. Man, I'd love to take Big Pumpkin and the kids there. Okay, off to the left, we've got Benny's Roadhouse. I always talk about that because I like the graphics. We were gonna go in there, we got sidetracked. We just ended up having a couple drinks a few months ago here at the Hard 8 Saloon off to the right. But you got all kind of bars and eating spots. There's a pizza place. To the left, this Dom restaurant right here in the mornings. Good food there in the mornings. To the right, you got the Hard 8. And then you got this Mexican restaurant called Chicha. Good food as well. The 3 to 7 at the Hard 8, beers are 39 baht. It said all beers. 39 baht. Happy hour, 3 to 7. That's a bargain. And you got the Cobra Lounge to the right and the Panora Pattaya off to the left. Another 7-Eleven. Just a beautiful morning here. So what I'm going to do, we're going to come down to the beach here and take a left, and we'll roll over to Jomtien Beach. We'll just do the full tour, the full updated tour. This is usually the tour I do. Why you go to the same places? Shit changes. There's a 7-Eleven to the left, and they got their own little coffee shop out there and some tables. So you can come here and sit and enjoy the view at 7-Eleven prices. I used to come down here in the afternoons, evenings. Sauna room to the left. Yeah, sit out there, just give me a couple beers at 7-Eleven and enjoy the view. You know, sometimes folks, you want some company, you want to go to a bar with some chicks and have some conversation and talk. Buy the lady a drink. You want that, and sometimes you don't want to be bothered. Sometimes you just want to go get your beer, enjoy the view, and just try to collect your thoughts and not be bothered by any conversation from a, you know, bar girl or the bartender or anybody else for that matter. It's just one of the places I used to come to. Nobody would bother me. Okay, people like taking photos out there on those rocks. A gentleman out there fishing in a Speedo. Shout out to you, man. Just let it hang, brother. Don't nobody here on the beach care. Or they're not paying attention to you. Okay, coming up on another rescue area here. You got some, what do you call them? Rigid inflatables. And then you've got the volleyball courts over here. Yeah, got volleyball going down. And then off to the left is a water park. One of the several water parks in this area. You know, it's a water park. What's this called? Pattaya Park. Okay, it's pretty good, but if you want like a Western quality water park, there's 2 water parks south of Pattaya. They're about 15 minutes down that way. One's called Ramayana, if I say that right, over there by Silver Lake area. And the other one, it used to be Cartoon Network. What is it now? I keep forgetting. It's like movie themed or some shit like that, or cartoon theme. Something to do with the movies or networks or TV. I can't remember. $5 for to use the public toilets over here. That water is calm out there today. Even though with this cool breeze, that water is just like, it's like glass out there. A lot of beautiful Russian and Ukrainian chicks walking around this place. Everybody gets along. Imagine they're just glad not to be over there in the Ukraine right now. Okay, off to the right, see a young lady doing a handstand over there. It says Jomtien Pattaya Beach. That little area there, they do all kind of workouts, Zumba, all that stuff. And here's where the video quality might go down a little bit, because now I'm sort of shooting into the sun. But welcome to Jomtien Beach. Got another little meeting point right there, sitting area. That says Jomtien Pattaya Beach. Me and my buddy Doc Wayne used to call that the ugly boat. Okay, ease around this here vehicle. Just trying to find a parking spot. Alright, so we'll be shooting into the sun. Old Steven Spielberg here, didn't time it right. Should be going the other direction, but hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna take you all the way to the end, because a lot of folks, this is your first time joining me on any of my motorbike tours. And folks, I like to ride. I like to get out and ride. Immigration to the left, right here. Okay, down Soi High, Soi 5. So right down through there, any immigration business to be taken care of, that's where you got to go. Opal House to the left. Alright, what's the difference between Pattaya Beach and the Jomtien Beach side? Well, Jomtien Beach is more quiet, less people, less tourists. Plenty of good restaurants and bars over here too, but you know, if I were going to take my old lady and the kids out to the beach for a day, I'd come over here to Jomtien Beach. You know, if I'm going out partying and want a little bit of action in the nightlife, or taking my buddies out, I'm taking them to Pattaya Beach. That's just one man's opinion. That's just one man's opinion. Don't take what I say as the gospel. Jomtien Gym Fitness Center there. Plenty of gyms here in Pattaya. Plenty of gyms to choose from. They're cheap compared to anywhere in the West. But it's my opinion, I don't need a gym. I just get out, walk, run. There's these little public workout area spots. If you want to do some pull-ups or some chin-ups or whatever you want to do. It's kids play area off to the right, and then to the left we've got Jomtien Night Market. Fires up at night. That little railing right there when the sun goes down. It's a popular place to sit and drink your beer. Gentlemen selling brooms. Move to a new house, you got to get a new broom. Don't bring the old broom, that's bad luck. I think pretty much in any culture, right? Wombat and Kiwi Bar, another popular place. Hangout for expats right there. Always see a lot of folks sitting up in there. Shout out to them folks. The tour buses are very thin so far. Now, I've just got started on a Monday morning, but it seems that the Chinese tour buses are thin right now. I won't pass judgment till I've been here for a few days. Okay, over to the right, got some type of beach improvement, construction, something going on here. Always see infrastructure improvements here in the Kingdom of Thailand, always. They have a planning horizon a lot longer than other places in Southeast Asia. Oh, beautiful supermodel off to the right. To the left is Daisy D's, cold beer, live sports, and great food. And the sign said Burger Mondays. So I'm gonna have to go in there, Daisy D's, and see if it's the same people from Angeles City. I'm sure it is. But like way back in the day, you had a Tequila Reef over on Soi 7 that was, you know, Tequila Reef and Angeles. Then they were associated, then they weren't associated. Who the hell knows? Don't know till you go in there and snoop around. Say, hey, give me a burger, some beer. Who owns the place? Who owns this joint? Beautiful view out through there. Just a beautiful day. My goodness. Come up through here. That's where I was walking around when I was doing that video. Lay it on me. Check out my playlist with my music. What a great Kid Rock video. It should be his official video for that song, Lay It On Me. If you haven't seen it, you don't know what you're missing. Cowboy, baby. Fuck it, I said it. Bavarian Beach, Pattaya. Oh yeah, it looks like they got some German beers up here. Folks, I'm a fiend for German beer. Bavarian beer, whatever. German beer from Bavaria. Ay. You know, you drink a lot of beer, you hung over the next day. When I would drink Francis Connor, that's one of my favorite German beers. It's called Francis Connor. It's got a Catholic monk on the label. It's like brewed by Catholic monks. Francis Connor, I could drink that all night long, and it was like I'd been drinking Gatorade. I'll wake up the next morning ready to go 3 rounds with Conor McGregor like it was nothing. Okay, which way am I going? Am I going left or am I going straight? Okay, lights out, so we'll proceed with caution. And we'll proceed. Now, if you would have taken a left there on Chayapuk, down on the left is a place called something galore. Pull over here. This is the the morning seafood market. The boats come right there. They put the stuff right there on the tables. They'll clean the fish. A couple spots will cook it for you. And you got places right here if you want to come sit and eat and watch what's going on. But it's right here at Jomtien Beach Road in Soi, Chayapuk in the mornings. I forget what the exact name the sign is, but anyhow, if you want some fresh seafood, yeah, you can go up to Naklua to the fish market up there. But if you're over here on the Jomtien side, just come here in the morning. Jomtien Beach Road at Soi Chayapuk, and that fish is coming straight off the boats right there. Fish, shrimp, crabs, whatever they got coming in off the boats. Got some lap traffic, no problem. I got all day. I got more time than I got insurance. Now the 7-Eleven off to the left. I'm going to center the gimbal. There you go. We're back underway, headed towards and into Na Jomtien. So if you've never been here, there's a difference between, you know, Jomtien Soi 5 and Na Jomtien Soi 5. 2 different spots. We went through Jomtien. We're coming up on Na Jomtien here in a few minutes. So just realize there's 2 different places. People get confused over my old lady's hometown. She's from down Bantayan, but there's a Bantayan Island. Sometimes people get confused, especially if you don't speak English. It's very easy to get confused, right? You're trying to read signs, or yeah, Bantayan, yeah. and they end up in Jomtien. The big market, Jomtien Soi 16 off to the left. It's just a little alleyway. There might be more back there, but I just see an alleyway. It's a good use of a linear space. Just like this hotel out on Circumvent Road. I'm assuming it's still there. It's a linear space, and they turned it into the train hotel. It looks like a train because you got one big rectangle to work with. Okay, let's theme this thing a train. Now nobody's complaining that it's a big skinny rectangular space. And I obviously can't call out all the restaurants and all the coffee shops down through here. Lumpini Park Beach to the left. It's a condo place. But right here past that is Just Burgers. And Just Burgers has got great American backyard on the grill burgers. Now I'm a little bit early. They might not be open, but right there. Go to Just Burgers and you'll get a great hamburger. You've got the crinkle fries, all the sauces too. So if you're from the States, you'll enjoy going over there and getting a hamburger. Well, anybody will enjoy it, but if you're from America, you'll certainly enjoy that. Shout out to my friends there. Marriott Pattaya off to the left. Beautiful, beautiful property over here, sort of hidden. Got this big nice beach area in front of the property. You're down here sort of secluded, and you got some beautiful ladies out there in their bathing suit. Looks like doing some type of live stream. Shout out to them. And folks just come out here with the, you know, the folding camp chairs and just have picnics. And there's a place right there with a pool right in front. Give them a plug out. A rooftop bar. I can't remember if I've been there. It's called Salt, I think it is. Don't quote me on that. And then this little spot right here is a popular little coffee shop. And then here you go. You're coming up on the sign that says Jomtien Beach. I'm not exactly 100% sure where the exact cutoff is. But anyhow, that's called Reflection there, condo complex. And we're coming up almost to the very end of, Jomtien Beach Road. And at the end, there's a place called, is it still open, called Sense of the Sea. Pretty cool place to hang out at night. They used to have big bean bags and a band. They got rid of the bean bags. They're still open and still operation. Pretty cool little place to hang out. And then you've got these seafood restaurants down here where everybody comes to when they come to Pattaya. This crab spot right here with the big crab. And they got plenty of parking down here. Plenty of parking for your vehicle if you're coming down from Bangkok. Everybody wants to come here and eat seafood here. At Boo Bin, if I said that right. I'm early. Remember, this is an early morning tour, okay? You come here in the evenings, the place is packed out because this is where everybody wants to go, or they want to come to this one here. Copacabana Coral Reef. Looks like a new condo coming in there. Yeah, but right here. These restaurants right here at the end. And with that, I'll come over here and show you this little marker here. A lot of people like coming here taking pictures with this marker. But this little seafood restaurant here, either one of these, there's your grand tour of just a sampling of what Pattaya has to offer. Man, I'm hungry now. I gotta find some food. Thanks for joining me. If you like videos like this, y'all know what to do. Hit that damn subscribe button and that bell. Ring that bell like Rocky. Them notifications, or you don't get notified, and then then you complain to me. And you're the one that didn't hit that notification. So I'll say peace out, but I'll let the camera run a little bit and I'll sing to you. How about them apples? And if you're gonna eat at that restaurant at the end, there's parking down here. Right here to the left, and there's usually an attendant back here watching the vehicles. And I'm rolling down a backwoods Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other. You know why I sing that song? Because it's just like a driving song, you know. When I get behind the wheel of a motorbike, or I'm on the back of a trike over in the Philippines, I don't know, that just song just pops into my head, and I'll always mess up the words, I'm sure. How about a little Nelly? And baby, you're a song, and you make me want to roll my windows down and cruise. I got my windows down and the radio up. How about that? I do take requests. Quaint little beautiful area in here. That barbecue smelled good. And people ask me questions. Where's a good place to eat in Pattaya? Yeah, get you a legal pad. Get you a legal pad and prepare to copy. I'll give you 1,000 good places. Oh man, I could ride out to Route 66 and get me a cup of coffee. I'm on the wrong side of town. Maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. I just got to thinking about that coffee out there. Man, that's good coffee. Good American breakfast. It's out by the lake though. Maprichan Reservoir. Cruise out by the lake, get you a good American breakfast. Better than Denny's. It's better than Waffle House. Man, and that coffee is on time. Called Route 66 Diner. It's out by the lake. Okay, since I'm here, I'll show you my secret spot. My secret little seafood spots. I've done videos over here, and these are like dilemmas. Because when you got these little hidden spots, sometimes you don't want to tell people, because then they're not hidden spots no more. Can't get my good table. But since I value you as the viewer, especially if you're a first-time viewer here on my channel, I'm going to show you a secret little seafood spot that you can come to. Have a beautiful view. Now I do recommend watching these dogs here. Good morning. These dogs right here, occasionally I wanted to come check out the Phalang. So I'll let them chase that car for a minute. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Yep, see? They're fighting. The young man's gonna get him. Whoa. Okay, so that's their dog, I guess. Just don't bite me, man. I'm not the one yakking it. But thank y'all very much for getting them dogs under control. Here comes another one. Yep, see, he's a chaser. He's a wheel chaser. Whoa! Hey. Easy now. You see, I made a fatal mistake by getting behind. Oh Lord, they've tore up the area. Oh no, my secret restaurant right here in the rubble is no more. Now it is, because this restaurant here. Alright, let me clarify. Stay with me. The restaurant's still here, but my eating area by the boats is not. Okay? Yeah, it's sad. I mean, they got to do some work, whatever they're doing. Okay, my restaurant's right here on the right. This is a great seafood restaurant, still here, and you can eat right there. Okay, so right here, highly recommend it. Come here and eat. But before they did all this work right here, you could sit right here by the boats, and it was just beautiful. So just bear with them. They're doing construction right now. You want some really, really good seafood, little hidden spot. You can still see the boats. You still got the view. Got the water over there. Come right here. And it's less crowded. There's just locals mostly that come over here because people just don't know about it. But I'm telling you about it. So any places I've showed you is great. This place is great. It's less crowded. There you go. Okay, back to the gauntlet of soy dogs who like chasing tires. You can chase the tires, man. Just don't clamp down on the furlong's calf. Started to say canoe. I just left the Philippines yesterday on an interesting flight. I'll do a whole video talking about my flight, but basically I left out of gate 13. I think it's all right. I left out of gate 13 at Clark. Spent 2-3 hours aboard the aircraft. Never left the ground, and arrived at gate 9. And then changed planes. And there was a bullhorn involved. You know it's not a good day. You know there's going to be problems or delays or cancellations or change of equipment when the pilot, the captain, comes out and starts giving you an update on a bullhorn. You know there's some communication problems going on. Anyhow, it was all good. Shout out to that captain because he made a hard decision to go back to the gates, reject the aircraft, caused a lot of trouble, but he erred on the side of safety, and I appreciate the hell out of that. If you're having communication problems where you got to pull out a fucking bullhorn just to talk to people in the back, okay, maybe there's a bigger problem. So I fully support his decision. I'm not complaining. Shit happens. Okay, over to the right is Pattaya Floating Market. Okay, it's a cool little place to go to, but I'll be honest with you, it's more of a tourist trap type deal. You know, it's not like a authentic, go to Bangkok and get in the boat and go to the real floating markets over there. So yeah, I go there and spend a couple hours, check out the food, what have you, but realize it's not the same as going to something authentic. There you go. That's as honest as I can be. If I had to describe it, it's more of a tourist trap type deal. Nothing wrong with those type areas. I just have to set expectations. And off to the right, Harley Davidson. If you're into Harleys, folks, into riding, Harleys, big bikes, whatever, you come to Thailand. I think Americans got in that big uproar over, oh, they're going to start manufacturing Harleys, it's an abomination. Well, they make them Harleys right here in Thailand, but it wasn't because they were trying to make them here and ship them to you. It's because they were trying to make them here and sell them to this market to avoid import fees and all that stuff. It was good business for Harley. People over here love Harley, but it costs so much on the import fees, or whatever you want to call them, the tariffs, what have you. It's expensive to import shit. So I think people in America got the wrong opinion about what Harley was doing. I think even Trump jumped on the damn bandwagon. And I guess I could be totally wrong about the whole thing, but Thai folks love Harleys. You just go to these motorcycle, go to Pattaya Bike Week. There's so many motorcycle clubs here, local motorcycle clubs, and they're not riding shitty ass motorbikes. They're riding hogs, folks. Like I said, Thailand is not a developing nation. There's used Harleys to the left. I just caught the corner of that sign. Maybe y'all saw it better, and I'll see it on when I start editing. But there's another Harley, some type of dealership off to the left. Now look, if they were making Harleys in China, yeah, I got a problem with that. But if you see something that says made in Thailand, that's fucking quality. I'll take a Harley made in Thailand, no problem. A big difference, made in Thailand versus made in China. Place called Wine Pro, off to the left if you're into wine. I could turn left. I could turn left. This is the tour that just keeps on touring. You're clear. Turn left, bearing 270. You got them. I'll just show you the buffets and the Renfo market, and then we'll call it. Okay, here you got these buffets, right? Barbecue buffets, pork pan barbecue buffets. You go get all the food. They bring you the little charcoal grill to your table. They're everywhere. Back in the day, Ninja was like the big one. Now they're just everywhere. But you got Ninja, and then the big one that I went to, I always forget the name. It's just right around the corner here, so I'll show you. But like all over the side soys, the smaller little pork pan barbecues are everywhere. And it's all you can eat, decent price. They bring the stuff to your table. If my old lady was here, old lady and the kids, I'd just go there and eat there every night. Wouldn't even buy groceries. Shout out to you, baby. I miss you. I miss my old lady. Her name is Big Pumpkin. My Filipino wife number 2. I'm about to go left. This gentleman's got a left-hand signal. Well, I got enough time. Traffic is stopped, so I got enough time to get around them. But when you're driving like this, you always have to be aware of folks turning left. So pay attention. Car rental place off to the right. I don't drive cars here in Thailand. I drove a car one time. Sitting at a light, a dude hit me. I had to pay him 10K and thank him. Happened to be an off-duty popo. And I didn't have a license at the time, so I elected to duck. Not the duck that quacks, but metaphorically speaking. Sometimes you just got to back down, take the safe road. Sitting at a light, he hit me, no damage. I gave him 10 and thanked him. Last time I ever drove a car, and the first time I ever drove a car. It was against my wishes, but my damn brother-in-law got a new car and he insisted that I drive it. That's what happened. There's the big barbecue buffet right there. That's the big one. That is the big one there, but get there early. Shout out to you, man, with the Hawaiian shirt on with the weed. Get there early, and then here's one next door. Wait a minute. Getting them mixed up. Is that Ninja or is it different changed names? Looks like it's changed names. So go to that big one back there, but get there early, especially if the tour buses like to come in there and it gets thick. So there you go. That's what I recommend. Go to that big one early, as soon as they open. And then there's another one right here to the left. What's that? $3.99. That one's $3.99. Free drinks. Wow. You'll see different prices, like the smaller ones on the side soys or whatever. It'd be like $1.89. Now that don't come with no drinks. Probably just comes with water, ice and water. But You want to eat healthy? Just go to that pork pan barbecue every night and stay away from the dessert, because they got ice cream, all kind of desserts and stuff. They got everything. Cause I'm rolling down a backwoods. Cranes off to the right side of the aircraft. All kind of stuff going on here, Pattaya, Thailand. Okay, now I'm gonna shut her down. I'm gonna turn left. Actually, I made the wrong turn, so I'm gonna swing back around. I wasn't supposed to turn left. Okay, I guess I should have told you. I'm on Jomtien Second Road. This is Jomtien Second Road that I've been on. Sometimes I forget in my narration. I gotta get some tires for my bicycle. I call the OG chopper. Sitting on 2 flats still. The problem is those little skinny ass tires, they don't last long. They don't last long. Especially if she sits up for a few months. Some things dry rot and crack. They're just so small. But I got to get the OG chopper up and running, because I really like doing these tours on the OG chopper. Because it's just at a slower pace, and I can go places. Really, you can go anywhere you want with that bike, because once you can jump off and push that thing and pretty much go anywhere, park anywhere. Or, you know, riding a motorbike might get you in trouble. To the left, Frankie's Inn Pizzeria. Big ol' Stonehenge Enter. There you go. Copacabana Coral Reef Jomtien. That looks like some shit down in the Bahamas. It looks like Atlantis. I'm trying to get a down or up bubble here to show it to you without crashing. There you go. Man, it'd be a big spot right there. Nice pool. Ooh, a wave pool. Copacabana Coral Reef Jomtien. Now that's a damn mouthful, but that wave pool looked really nice. Okay, coming up on the market here to the right, Rompo Market, and you know what? I'll try to drive through there. Man, this is truly the grand tour. Okay, pedestrian crosswalk. But yeah, over to the right. Let's see where the nearest U-turn is the market, and then of course right here to the left is immigration. It's Jomtien Soi 5. If you're coming to immigration, that's where you're gonna come to. Okay, man, I'm all kind of filled up, all kind of good information. All right, got a big truck coming out here, but I got more time than I got insurance. Power. When the dream needs to get up and go, it will go. And again, it's only a 110. Okay, take a left turn into Rompo Market. The market to the left here, the bars to the right. So I'll sort of shoot over to the left there for a second. Okay, you got the market area, eating spots. You've got the bars over here to the right. And then you've got some barbershops here. Need a haircut. 120 baht for a cut right there. I saw the sign. 120. Let's see. There's 150. So between 120 and 150 in these barbershops. So a whole row of them right there. And then again, to the right, you're just looking, just little beer bar complexes. Now let me just cut through here and see if Oregano is still open. There's a place called Oregano. I've done videos here. Okay, right here. It's called Oregano if it's still open. Restaurant, pizzeria. Man, go there and get the calzone. Okay, Get the calzone at oregano. You'll be glad you did. I'm telling you. Okay. Nice names for these bars through here. Oh, yeah, that's a good name too. I'll take a shot of that. Who wouldn't? And there's a Muay Thai gym right here. Right there. So you can go to the Muay Thai gym and then once you're out of gas, you just roll right over to one of the beer bars. And then here in the back is another hidden gym. This is the Rampo Barbecue Buffet. Rampo Cafe and Bar Restaurant, 5 p.m. to midnight. That's another buffet. I've done videos there. Now the price it's saying now is $2.99. $2.99 barbecue buffet here at the back of the market. The corner where that beautiful lady's walking, there's a used to be a little massage shop. Let's go find out, because you know what, you can't see it, and every time I go by there, there's always beautiful ladies sitting out there, but you can't see it from here. Now, could be wrong. Wow, is that gasoline right there? Okay, so what do we got? Oh, we got a restaurant on the corner. Now let me cut the corner, see if I see. Yep, there you go. See? Sawadi krab. She got a pug over there. Sawadi krab. Hello. Hello. Yeah, so you got all kind of little massage shops right there behind Rampo Market. Okay. And again, it's one of those locations where you got to know it's there to go there, because there's really no reason for people, the average tourist, to venture back and cut that corner. I'm full of secrets, folks. I'm full of secrets. I'm giving up all my secrets here in Pattaya. All right, I'll show you the Tiffany show that I like to take folks to. Now, I showed you the Tiffany show earlier in the video over there on Pattaya 2nd Road. That's one of them. But I like taking people over here historically through the years. I take them to the Coliseum show. That's just been my thing. Nothing against the other show. I just like the facade of this building, shaped like the Roman Coliseum. And I guess I'll have to cut a U-turn, but you know what? Y'all are worth it. Y'all are 100% worth it. Because thanks to you watching my show, you have made me into the superstar that I am, and I certainly appreciate you. Okay, but basically what I got to do is come down here, flip a U-ey. Okay, right here to the right, it's called a Coliseum show. I'll pull up in front of this lady so I'm not out in the traffic. You know what? I'll just keep pulling up here, because I'm coming in over on this side. She's going to the market, it seems. All right, let Ricky Racer come through. And boom, just like that, welcome to the Coliseum show. What's the Coliseum show? Okay, it's a cabaret show. It's like a Vegas style show with ladyboys. Some people have a big problem with that. But folks, living here in Thailand, I've been living around ladyboys, transgender folks, gay folks. We just all get along. All this talk and shit going on in America don't make no sense to me. We don't have those problems over here. Just a beautiful, beautiful spot. Again, the Coliseum show Pattaya. And after the show, all the performers will come out here and you can take pictures with them. Obviously, give them a 100 baht tip or whatever. Give them some tip money. But you can take pictures with all the performers. They're just dressed up in these beautiful costumes. It's just something you can't do, you know, in many places on the globe. Just check this place out. It's beautiful. And I got a picture of it. I got a picture of the place back when it was being built, and it looked more like the real Coliseum, right? Anyhow, this is where I like to take folks. If you ever come here as one of my guests, this will be one of the spots I take you. Now, all the Chinese tour buses come here, and sometimes they get noisy in there. They're just not good tourists, right? We know that. Okay, now look, I can't swear to this. I can just tell you my personal experience, right? Okay, there's dual pricing that goes on in Thailand and other places, right? So if you're a local, it's one price. If you're a tourist or a foreigner, it's another price. But this place here, historically, and not the only one, but this place here, if you have a Thai driver's license, they will give you the local price. If you're bringing guests, you know, tourists, whatever, they got to pay the regular price. But if you're a local and you got a driver's license, they'll give you the local price. I can't swear to that. Don't hold me to that. Don't say, oh, this fucking guy said. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you, in my experience, I've got the discount, but I had to ask for it because they don't know. If some foreign dude shows up with 4 or 5 people, they think you're tourists. But just politely whip out your Thai driver's license. Hey, do I get the local price? And if they say yes, you saved a few baht. And then right next door, a market right here. If you're over in this area, so if you're looking for a market, you're over in this area. Right next to the Coliseum show is a market. I don't know if you saw it on the video or not, but I'm about toured out, folks. I took a sampling. I took you with me. My voice is getting thirsty. Old single dad is thirsty. I got 3 big Singhais in my refrigerator, but they've been there for a year and a half. Ever since before I quit drinking, they've been in there. No helmets. Folks, if you come over here and rent a motorbike, let me back that up. You ride a motorbike anywhere, wear a full face helmet if you value your life and your face and your teeth. Wear a regular helmet, okay, you'll live, but you're not going to have your face or your teeth. Wear one of these fucking skateboard helmets, you're dead. Useless. I call it a head ornament. They're not helmets. Wear nothing, well, res ipsa, speaks for itself. Okay, off to the right is a very famous restaurant. The girl's very famous on YouTube, and that TikTok stuff right there, the yellow place. And then here's another easy cart, the newer location. If you want to ride them, we're gonna ride them go-karts, Captain. There's 2 spots. And this is the newer one. The other one's over by Bali High Pier. We'll ride them go-karts. We'll ride them go-karts, Captain. What movie's that from? They never got to ride them go-karts. At the bottom of Davy Jones' locker.